Good afternoon. Welcome to Deep Thoughts While Driving. Me, myself, and I here as always. So, the thought for today is school events. You may ask, why is it school events? Well, it's because today was my son's sports day. And, well, for those of you who have been following along, you may have noticed that I am on my second marriage and I have my second child. So, that being the case, when I was married to the first wife and had my first child, my daughter, her mother was not the kind that would do a lot with the schools. So, and in the beginning I was working out in camp a lot, so couldn't do much. Well, when I stopped working out in camp and had the opportunity to do so, I every time my daughter had a class trip to the pool or skiing or whatever it was, if at all possible, and I happened to have the day off or could get the day off, basically, for the most part, if I had the day off, I would volunteer and go. And crosswalk. Basically, what I noticed was like the swimming trips, or the trips to the swimming pool. I was the only dad. There was 101 moms, but I'm the only guy to kind of watch the boys in the change room, keep them out of trouble. Hopefully, yeah, good luck with that. We'd go to like the aquatic center because the kids, it was the new one, and the kids didn't want to go to Four Seasons. So I basically stationed myself in the edge of the river and either push the kids in or pull them up, depending on which way they wanted to go. Like, oh, it's, current's pushing against them because they're smaller kids, right? I can't get in, there you go. Thanks, Jennifer's dad. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I was known as Jennifer's dad. And, help, pull me out, and they'd laugh and yank them out, and a second later throw them back in, like all kinds of fun. I really did enjoy that a lot. Now, the difference between then, and there's 18 years difference between my daughter and my son. So, with my daughter, if I wanted to volunteer to help out with the school and stuff like that, I just showed up, signed that I was willing to, and I just showed up. Nowadays, there's so much legal garbage involved. In order to help out, you got to do a criminal record check and a whole bunch of other crap. Okay, turn on your signal light if you're turning, dude. Nobody knows what you're doing. I hate it when people are in the middle of the intersection with no signal light on. Just stopped. What are you doing? Anyhow, with my son, there's a whole lot of other stuff, so I don't really volunteer with the school to do stuff, but like sports day, you gotta be there to watch your kids run around and act like maniacs for sports day, which is great, it's cool. They have some after school stuff that they do sometimes, other than just parent teacher, but getting the parents more involved in the school and stuff, which I think is pretty cool. So, as a parent, I do strongly suggest to anybody out there who does happen to have a kid, or thinking about having a kid, if it does come up that you have a child and once they start going to school and everything, if you can manage, because I'm lucky, I work afternoons, I don't work mornings. So that being the case, most of the school events end with enough time for me to go home and grab my truck and go to work. These things do weird things again. Anyhow, so if you can, great. Watch your kids do the sports day. Like tomorrow, they're going to Purton Lake. So I can't go because I can't be a volunteer. parents and such are not invited to be part of it.